Hello, boys and girls. How are you doing today? The bouncers are not feeling well. Okay. What else is the bounce? The bounce is burnt out. See, this is episode 40. Do you guys know what it is to 40 weeks in a row?
I miss those days where we used to do one every 3 months.
As in, people will ask me when the next episode is, and I'll say I don't. I briefly considered, no, I can't do the episode today. And I remember, who was it I was speaking to? Not even a friend. I was speaking to someone that I was trying to work out something at work. I now said, well, I need to go to the podcast, but I'm not feeling well. Next thing, the guy just said, no, Wednesday is Wednesday. Anything that's doing, when you get home, you can manage it. Do I need drugs? I was like, first of all, who are you?
Yeah.
And where do I know you from? Yeah. So,
even my parents who don't listen, my mom will say things like, you need to stay consistent. And I'm like, you don't even listen. You don't even know what's going on.
Because my mom has been coming to see me based on, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
And then yesterday she comes and she goes, you didn't record today. I said, it's like 7. I'm in my bed. When you came in the morning, I was inside this bed. This 7 p.m., I'm still inside this bed. You thought that the next step for me. So today I was just like, you people will riot anyway.
Really?
If we don't. You guys should send me care packages.
You should, actually.
How about that?
Did you stay home the whole weekend?
I have been at home for like a week and a half, frankly. I don't even remember what is going on. I had to wash my hair the other day. That was really the max.
I went to the Pocket pop-up.
I saw that. That looked super fun.
It was cute.
I'm going to drink this because I haven't been drinking. And like, that's when I personally know that things are really bad. Like,
Can
when
have straws, please?
There's wine available to me and I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
Normally, on top of my medicine, I'm always drinking just for vibes. And now there's even been no vibes. I said, things are really going on.
And then I went for my Atafo show. Fake, we have to become his friend.
I saw that. And so the thing is, I was invited to that and I was very sad about not going. Because first of all, the baths.
No, the clothes were so nice.
Even the audience baths. But the baths on the runway.
So nice.
And I had never really, I just figured on my Atafo make suits, right?
Even this is his first women's collection.
Right. So I was going to say that I've never seen him like have a breadth of clothing.
Yeah.
And so
it was beautiful. So he's done wedding dresses. He did Makida's dress.
Really?
He did Wendy's dress.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah, so he does wedding. He used to do wedding dresses.
I know he does like people's courts.
Like no. He also does wedding dresses.
Outfits. Anyway, that looks really fun.
It was so nice. Like Dimma's outfit was sublime.
So to be fair, Dimma looks nice
every time.
Like
every time.
Let me not say that. Let her head not be. Dimma looks like most of the time, but she looked fantastic.
Yeah,
it was little set.
I kept looking at things being like, Fake Kemi would wear that. I would wear that.
So on the runway, I was like, ooh. I kept people kept putting on the story, and I kept screenshotting things like, ooh. Just I think, how I befriend my Atafo that I'll send him this screenshot now that bros. Uncle. That man's elderly. Uncle.
Yeah.
But how far? How far?
No, it was mad. Though.
I feel like I know someone that knows him. I feel like I should follow them to the studio.
You should do that. And he's actually really cool.
Sit down and so those are the kind of people that we need to be friends.
Yeah.
Not these.
Should we have a night this December? Only female DJs.
Perhaps.
Yeah. I think we should.
Let's discuss the one that we're supposed to have. Let's go. When is our live show?
This one, our startup cost is 0.
Wait, when is our live show?
Which live show?
People are asking me. So I said, you know what? Let's discuss. Do you know what
has annoyed me?
I said, let's actually discuss.
Should I say what has annoyed me, Fake Kemi? People that have sent the deck to their office.
They're asking you when
is the live show. I said, when your guy was telling me that they don't have money for me, what are you in the meeting?
Let me tell you the challenge with the live show. We want to have the live show.
We want to have multiple live shows, actually.
We're supposed to have multiple live shows. But the Nigerian corporate is not on our page.
No. We're very different. We're not even reading in the same library.
They are not understanding what it requires to put on the show that we want to put on. Therefore,
and our numbers have changed. Everything has changed. You people are too many.
It's funny that
you people are. Let me tell you the truth.
We
you
are
guys,
huge.
You are too many
in the sense that we're a big podcast, but I'm not sure that translates to what they consider.
No, Fake Kemi
to be big.
The problem is the events. We cannot do events
We
for
can't do
100
a
people.
small event.
That's the problem.
Sure.
If we do 100 people now,
So
we'll
we're
start
facing
hearing
several issues.
It's a lot of issues.
We want to have a large event.
They think that
which
we're just
requires
clowns.
a large amount of sponsorship. Now, when you go to people and ask for large sponsorship, they start looking at you that, excuse me?
Excuse us.
Excuse me. And last year, we pulled it off by the skin of our teeth. And, you know, I don't have skin of the teeth energy.
Both the skin and teeth, I don't have.
I don't have any.
I don't have anything.
So,
this year has really been rough
I
for
want
me.
you guys keep praying.
Keep
while
hoping.
working on it. But if it doesn't click this year, you know what we're going to do?
Metaverse.
I even have not...
Yes. Zoom live show. We'll do Zoom live show. We'll wear my Atafo wears.
You know what we should do?
Headset.
If we can't do it I'm turning 30 in January. We should do it then.
What should we do then?
These shows.
Who's going to be here with you for your 30th?
You'll be here.
We're traveling.
For my 30th.
Oh, yes.
After I have a bash, then I'll travel. So we're going to have like a week of celebration. Live shows, then my bash, then I'm out.
Okay, no problem.
Then I'm out.
I'm with you.
Hi guys, have you heard about how quick and easy it is to set up a Flutterwave store online?
Flutterwave store is the most convenient way for you to sell your products online as a business owner without creating a website or having to know how to code.
It is available to all Flutterwave merchants in over 10 countries, and what is even better, it is completely free to set up, so you have no excuse.
You can also accept a range of payment methods from your customers globally and securely.
Try it now. Visit flutterwave.com/store to set up your online store and start selling to millions
of customers.
And making money. So my birthday is Sunday into Monday, and these are my plans. We're going to party from Sunday into the Monday.
Okay, we.
Right.
We. Bonjour.
You're going
Continue.
to be there.
No, continue.
Okay. Yeah. Are you not going to MC the party? Okay, now. Then you and Tim saying you're going to MC the party. Then, you know, after that, on Monday, it's just a relaxing day, you know, spa, receiving of gifts, this and that. Okay? And then, I don't know how I'll plan it. I need to fly out. But I want the flying out to coincide with Valentine's Day. But I can't travel for 2 weeks. I have things doing. So I believe what I'll do is maybe I'll be around for a week. And then that kind of 8th, jet out. Okay. For another week. And then I'll be back.
Record.
I'll be back maybe like 15th.
No problem. That means you have to record.
Recording what? Are we not on break? Don't we do break?
Yes.
There's not a break.
December and January.
Who's that? Listen to me carefully. This is our 40th episode. We're ending this podcast in two episodes more for you people to get to 42. Then we're on break. Is it not? How long is maternity leave? Yes, because we must birth a new season.
How long is your mood?
Okay, how long is maternity leave?
For America,
what we've done now is not giving birth all this time. What do you do? You think that we don't? How long is maternity leave?
For the Americans.
Are we in America? How long is maternity leave? My friend has done a maternity leave now for like 7 months.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
No, some people get up to a year.
She has up to a year.
Yeah.
And she has been using the whole thing. In fact, I'm begging her.
No, she should now.
Maybe you should start going back to work.
No, she should. She's still with her baby.
Becoming irritating, I beg.
She should stay with her baby, please.
It's better she has things doing.
Oh my God.
She started taking up hobbies and I'm like, sis, let me not lie.
Do you know something daft I've been doing recently? I started watching Twilight.
Oh, please.
The movies.
How can I help
they are
you?
so bad.
They're terrible.
They are so bad. Those movies
they're terrible.
Are so bad.
You know, I had a very daft idea recently. Because Meredith left Grey's Anatomy.
You know, that's from the beginning. Piss off. Piss off, Kemi.
And the thing is, you know, when you're ill, you don't have you're just you're there. So you just have to consume a lot of content.
Is it a soap now? What's the plan?
Let me not lie, I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Because Grey is going.
Everybody has gone.
That's what I'm saying. Her whole class is gone.
Everybody has
how they said.
Everybody has gone. They're still inside that Seattle Grace. They are still there. They are still moving forward.
That's interesting.
So I might start it again. Or I might start Gossip Girl again.
Gossip Girl as in our own Gossip Girl, the first one, not this new one.
Oh, who cares for this new one? I beg. The original. I might actually watch that again.
You know when you said you were ill, I was like, maybe it's a slight issue.
Okay.
Clearly, it's a mental problem because I don't understand what's going on here.
I'm just saying that I'm nostalgic for the shows of the past. Yeah. To do that, the two girlfriends is too annoying for me to start again. I already started that again like 3 years ago. I'm done with that.
And it didn't do what I thought it was going to do for me. I didn't enjoy it.
I started
as much.
like 3 years ago. I watched it. Or I might restart Sex and the City. But like I want to like watch an old show.
I think Sex and the City would be a better use of your time. Gossip Girl.
The thing is, Gossip Girl is just because I never went back, and we were very dumb.
Yeah.
Or One Tree Hill.
Oh, actually, One Tree Hill. Did you see like they had a basketball game recently?
I saw it. So that was quite bad.
Fine.
The thing is, One Tree Hill, I can't remember if it was bad or if we were confused. Chad Murray.
Oh my God, that's one of the finest white boys in the world.
And it's very deeply problematic. So these are the things that I'm thinking about.
Actually putting me in a very, very, very difficult situation. Like, how can you ask me to choose between the Star Redler citrus and red fruits? Like, they're both amazing. I mean, think about it. What's not to love about the Star Redler citrus? The electrifying citrus mix is just everything. You know what? I've made my choice. The Radler citrus can. Are you sure? No. I mean, the Radler red fruits is just perfect. The refreshing new look and great taste. Come on, guys. This is actually very, very difficult. I don't know which one to choose. They're both amazing. I mean, why do you have to be so amazing?
Somebody says Omo times 30. That's their name.
This can't be good.
It says, come and help me, oh, plenty exclamation marks. I went from no boyfriend to a love triangle. I recently met this very cute, God-fearing, nice and abroad-living man. He gets me so much and is very nice to me. He's goal-oriented and has his future ahead of him. But on the other hand, there's this fine, sexy man that is your typical bad boy. Hey. We also met recently and he seems to like the type to be the type that wants to play with my head. But is it weird that I like him like crazy? Please help. I don't want my heart to break, but it seems me like I'm going down that route. You are a goat. You are a big man. You are a goat.
First of all, she's a thief.
She's not a thief.
She's actually a thief. She's a criminal. You know why? She's a criminal. She's actually a criminal. And this is the problem. You saw a good man, this one, that one. Then you saw the time to want to play. That heart will shatter. And that's when her eye will clear. And then the two of them will disappear. See, let me tell you the truth. Bad boys are deeply played out. I'm so sorry.
It's so boring.
I'm so over it.
It's so boring.
So honestly, it just, all these men in movies are always wearing leather jackets. I'm over it completely. It's just, it's not worth it. This baby is already saying, oh, it's so crazy. The person that is good, she first said is God-fearing, is goal-oriented. That one, she's not so crazy about him. She doesn't hope her heart. She clearly likes what she likes. The thing is, bad boys are exciting. Right? Yeah, it's exciting in the way fire is exciting before you combust. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, because I've never like had it.
I have.
I've never had that phase.
See, like I said, fire, very exciting.
Until
you burn. Yes, fire is very exciting. It seems a lot of fun. It's very risky, all of that.
I think we've spoken about this many times.
Your skin gets damaged.
And she must damage.
She must.
You must.
You see
so this line you are going down
that she's holding,
continue to mirror
that she hopes it will not break, it must shatter.
Continue dancing down your path of destruction.
I say she's going to trip over the bad boy and the heart is going to fall down the floor and break.
No, she must continue. And
if she's lucky, Mr. God-fearing will be there to help her heal her heart. Maybe they can pray together. After the fact, she can tell if she's going through spiritual warfare, which is what this is anyway, because she has seen the clear path in front of her. And yet, the truth is, for me, it's played out. But tell me what it is about people that you see what is not good for you. You know, she has said it, she knows. And then you want to run head first. It's like children. They're always trying to kill themselves.
No, but the difference is that children have no sense of self-preservation.
Exactly. You know, this, she has said it, this is a bad boy. He seems like the type that will play with her head.
Bekemi, let's stop talking too much. Continue.
Go ahead.
I suggest you keep going.
Let your heart first break.
Yes, you must see this thing through.
It's character building and it's very important. Because if you don't want to learn without the experience, I think you should go for it. That's what I suggest, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Don't get me wrong, you have a good time. And when you're crying, those are the times that will fuel your memory. So it's okay. You get closer to God. She'll get something.
You know how there's what you like,
And what you think?
And what you're supposed to like. What you think you're supposed to like.
This is a big
This
problem.
is a big thing in Nigeria. Like, it is massive with everything.
It happens with
Career,
every single thing.
relationship.
There is what like
There's
you
what
actually want.
What you want.
And there's what a person like you is supposed
to want to different people. So let me explain what I mean. You know how, like, let's say I like somebody. Because I know what my friends think is a good person.
It's a good person
is
for
different
you, not
for me.
Not a good person.
No,
general.
a good person for me.
That is your type.
It's different from what my parents think is a good person for me.
It's ultimately different from what you like.
I like.
You.
It's different.
Which is why you will find that you like somebody a lot, but then everybody's surprised that this is a person you like. And that surprise is often enough to make you change your mind.
It's also because cho is too much.
That's it.
Cho
You keep saying
it's too much. You keep saying,
rubbish.
I can never, I will never, I for never, how will I ever? You start, singing. And then when you meet the person you actually like, you're like, have I ever? I have indeed.
So indeed,
so where will where could I? I could indeed. Now here you are. No, but I've seen this thing so many times. And it's actually like
honestly, I think it's hilarious. I've seen it play out and it's so funny because it's like, okay, but you actually really like this person. What is doing
What's
you
your
is
problem?
It doesn't. It's
off-brand.
It's off-brand.
It's off-brand.
It's off-brand. So I'll give you a very good example of this. I do recycling. It's very off-brand.
Of course, it's off-brand.
It's off-brand, and like it is. It's off-brand for me, but it is mostly off-brand for like people I know, and everybody finds it quite confusing because it's like the podcast is 100% on-brand. That makes perfect sense. This whole the factory, everyone is always just like, I don't get.
I don't see it.
I don't see it. Like I don't see it. And it's funny because there are many times that I'm like, maybe I shouldn't see it. Because me, I'm like, no, but I see it. But I get it. I completely get.
No, but that one is still better. That's career.
But it affects people in career because you see people doing things and you're like, what would be the point of this?
I mean, I was talking about it in terms of not just relationship, but even friendship groups and stuff.
Wow. Relationships, I mean, it's interesting, but we get it.
Friendships, yeah. It happens all the time.
So I'll tell you what it is for me. I won't even use myself. Sometimes I will see, so you know how like people are possessive of their close friends?
Of course.
In like a joking / not really joking.
No, they're not
way.
joking.
Where it's
but
like,
they're not joking.
Who's this one that you're hanging out with?
They're not joking, but they know it's somehow to actually say something.
So it's like, who's this one that you're hanging out with?
When?
Especially when the person is different from the rest of us.
Of course.
Since when do you all of a sudden have other friends?
Of course.
In like this other like group. So recently we were laughing at one of my friends because they have like expanded into what I can only describe as like, and I won't say the group of people, but just very interesting. Very interesting. So, there was a gathering. And it was their gathering.
Yeah.
And they kind of brought the two groups. And you could almost see the room like divide.
Really?
Into like their alter friends. And
the friends that they grew up with.
Right. And the rest of us. And it was so funny because I was like,
okay, you are not alter.
No, I'm not. I'm not really that cool enough to be considered alter, frankly. All of them were in like corduroy, neon pants. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a lot of like leather. And the thing is that at the end of the day, everybody was just playing games and everyone got along.
Of course.
Like in the beginning, it was a bit...
It was like just fit.
But by the time everybody sat down, we're not that many, maybe like 20 people. By the time everyone sat down, it was actually a great...
Why didn't you invite me?
Okay.
No, I will always bring it up because if it's me, I will not hear the last of it.
Did you invite me to my Atafo? Did you ask me where I was?
I was Dimas +1.
Did you ask me where I was on the day of my
whole.
So Dima couldn't have +2.
You had whole.
How did you know on that day that I had a holy bastard?
Because we had spoken now.
Okay, that's fair enough. What about pocket skinny? Did you ask me where am I?
First of all, it was in the sun. I know that's 0 for you.
Okay, that's not the point.
Then you are also
assume there was an evening portion of that event.
I wasn't there now.
I didn't see you message me. Oh, where are you?
I wasn't there.
Next again.
I wasn't there.
Where's the one other place that I saw that you went to?
I'm not going to.
No, there was somebody you went to. I made a mental note of it. That later I was to ask you.
I did not go anywhere.
Why you didn't invite me? No, you went somewhere. I have to remember.
Where did I go?
I'm telling you. That this matter was the third strike. I remember. You went somewhere. I don't remember.
No, keep going.
I don't know the places you go.
Okay.
See, and this is the reason. I don't know where you are. Anyway, this gathering happened, and I was just like, this is so interesting because in the end, I got it. I was like, actually, like, in fact, you probably, as it fits in more with them than us at the end of the day. And also, they were very, like, it was fine. It's just, maybe they look different. It was fine. Like, everyone got along. Even now, me, I still talk to one or two people there. So it was cool. But at the beginning, it was all just like, so these are your other friends now. Wow. Well done, no. All of a sudden now, you have plenty new friends. All of a sudden now, you're hanging out. You're here. In the group chat, like, this one has gone again to the beach. With who? Who are these? And it's so funny because it happens all the time. You see people with, like, that one other friend. Especially, so this is what I hate. But sometimes, this ended up being fine because people are just different. Sometimes it is that, like, it's people you don't like.
As in how?
So have you experienced a situation where someone, for no real reason, maybe perception, whatever, you don't like them or they're not liked and then one of your friends is friends with them?
Yeah.
That happened to me very recently as well. We went to dinner and there was one or two people that, like, frankly, because of social media, I don't understand what they always say. I always, like, everything they say, I just roll my eyes. I'm just like, oh my God. We don't get, like, in philosophy is what I would say. In belief system, no, I don't mean religious, just the way we think. In ideology, that's the
very
word.
Different.
We're very different. And so my friend said, I should come and meet them at dinner. And then I got there. There was this guy who, like, as far as I'm concerned online, I'm just like, me and you have dragged ourselves before. So now here you are. Here I am on a table of 5 people. And the same person invited, what do we do?
Yes.
So, but in my mind, up until now, I was just thinking, oh my God, how could you even be friends with this person? Is that how was the dinner? The thing is, the dinner was fine. Because obviously, on the dinner table, they were not speaking about their ideologies. We were just having a normal dinner. But then it was... So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still don't agree with anything he says.
Oh, of course, that doesn't change much.
Frankly,
though.
I think he's full of shit. But, like, I was like, oh, so you guys are friends on this other basis. All of a sudden, it turns out, okay, they grew up together. Oh, this one family friend. Oh, this one, their cousin is married to Kinikon's cousin. Oh, this one, plenty things. And I was just like, wow, this is so interesting because, like, in my life, I never would have thought. And I always kind of judged the friendship, frankly. Oh. So I thought less of my friend. I'm just being frank. I thought a little bit less of my friend because I'm like, okay, but how can you be so close to this person?
Well, sometimes, and that's what the gag is, sometimes you might be pretending for your friends.
To be a different person.
You might be pretending to be a different person to your friends. Because let's say, particularly if you've grown up together. So I've known you for almost 2 decades now. Okay. Let's say you have an impression of, no, you know me. You actually know me. It's not even as if you have an impression of me. You know me. But maybe there's just a part of my personality that is totally opposite to what you know. But I just feel like it's so much easier when I consider the way we grew up and all the friends we have in common to just keep going with the flow.
Yeah.
And so I meet this person and they just don't think that part of me is a big deal. Or there's even a discussion, right? Like, or for the first time, I'm able to now explain to somebody, this is what I think, or this is how I feel, or this is what I would rather do. And they're like, oh, okay. And then you're like,
It's very, see.
And then now you're like,
it's very weird. But what I've realized is that this thing of, so obviously everyone has kind of a type. I've seen so many of my friends date people so far outside that type and really like them that actually I've stopped trying to be surprised or not surprised about someone is dating. Because I'm just like, people bring out different things
in you.
And sometimes it's weird maybe for the rest of everybody because everyone is like, how?
But then there's also the fact that if I'm not going to be facetious, it does mean a lot. So let's say in your social group, which doesn't mean not just your close friends, but even the people that are
your general social group.
There is a way people do things.
Yeah.
There is a type of career you have. There's
a level of career. Not even just a type of career. There is a level of career that you're operating at.
There is it may not be money per se, but there's a level of exposure. Lifestyle. And that might be
very good exposure.
Like up or down. And now you meet someone that is way outside the lines. And when initially you may think of it as, I just really like this person. But when any setting because you're hyper vigilant, because you're thinking about it a lot, any setting that involves the person coming into your social circle, you're anxious.
Yeah, you're anxious.
You're just really, really anxious.
You don't know how they'll get along, if they'll get along, all these kind of things. And it starts to show.
Or even another worry might be what they will think of
your friends.
No. Not
you
friends.
Because these are your friends.
You because these are your friends.
Yeah.
So now they've met your friends. You people have been in your own little bubble.
But your friends might be somehow.
And now they meet your friend. And maybe, I'm thinking about this, like they might now all of a sudden think, so that people you spend a lot of your time with. So you're shallow like this.
Yeah.
or you guys are just too serious, or you're very like...
Basically one impression or the other. Let me tell you, happens a lot. Let me tell you what I've seen happen, because me and my friend actually had this exact conversation. 3 of us went to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned that she met a guy.
Yeah.
And, she likes him, blah, blah, blah. And my other friend, very innocently, he just said, I don't see it. And we carried on with the dinner, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, how far? Hey, come. How far are you and this guy? She was like, I don't even know if I'm really interested. That after Kenny said he doesn't see it.
Oh, no.
Me too. I was like, maybe it can't work. We're so different.
Oh, my gosh.
And, I was like, wait, when was that?
Because
for me, it was my business. Yeah. She was like, no, when I said, I met him and I think I kind of like him, like we've gone on a couple of dates, and, he just said, yeah, and this guy, I don't really see it.
I don't really see him.
And for her, it was like, maybe she should rethink. Not in a deep way. Remember, this is just a couple of days, but I was just like, ha.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, do you know how many side comments of that nature I make on a daily basis? I'm always saying things.
But that tells you, like...
And the thing is, I promise you, it was not a deep conversation.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It was like, we went out on a couple of days, and he was just like, I don't really see it, Sha, but...
Yeah. I mean,
she was thinking.
Even with friends, like you make a new friend, you like that friend, you guys hang out or spend time together, and maybe you're thinking of inviting them somewhere. And then you mention it to the group of friends, like, and someone else says, you guys are now...
Sean actually said in a joking way that one of my friends is Raz.
Wait, what?
I swear to
you.
It was said like for them in an innocent way. But I was just like...
Raz is a strong word.
Raz is a very strong word.
It's a very strong word.
And I knew what they meant. They meant we didn't grow up together. Blah, blah, blah. They're like...
They grew up differently,
They grew up differently. And I was just like, well, that's too bad. You guys are going to have to get around it. And I brought it to a place I was like, maybe we shouldn't say things like that. It's a bit somehow. But this particular thing of that I don't see it, I was like, oh my God, so somebody said they can't see it. And you yourself. So she now started to see all the ways that she can't see it. Because like, to be fair, so it's the kind of thing where there are 2 people that I would, like, if I see the 2 of them, it can never cross my mind to say, 2 of you should meet because I think you'll get along.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they get along. But like, there's nothing wrong with either of them. They're just very different people.
Yeah. Do you know a big way this shows up though?
How?
When you think about like all of like the jackpot stuff that's happening, interracial dating.
Yeah.
A lot of people really want to date outside. A lot of women actually, let me be frank. A lot of women wouldn't mind dating outside. And there's so many
people I know that if they're dating like, I don't know, someone,
a lot of people would actually be very surprised.
And I'm like, really? Are you into that? That's weird.
Yeah.
But honestly, he said he doesn't see it. I mean, I knew what he meant because like they're so different. And she took it to heart.
Oh, wow.
Like, it made her rethink.
Would so if let's say you told me...
That has happened to me several times.
I know. But let's say you told me you met someone and I said, I don't see it. Would you actually think about it?
Yes.
You would?
This exact thing just happened to me. Just this last person. Somebody said they can't see it. Not you now.
No, that's why I'm confused. As in me, I'll say you don't see it.
No,
you not start thinking Jola does not see it.
Not you. What do I think about what you say?
That's what I'm wondering.
Not you. Somebody else said it. But I'm not really that kind of person. I don't give a damn. So it's me, I'll like someone, then you only. you.